This is Pam Smith with Farm Journal Magazine, and I'm here with Daniel Stephenson with LSU AgCenter, a weed specialist. And we've been talking about the fact that the tractors and planters are already rolling in Louisiana. What's going on down there?
Our growers have been planting corn now probably for the past 3 weeks, 3.5 weeks. We got a great deal of rain roughly 2 weeks ago that we really needed because it got too dry. We had to stop planting corn, but now it's too wet. I was told that this week it's quite wet again, so I'm sure they're delayed in their planting of the corn. Maybe they're finished. Don't work in rice, but I've heard a good amount of rice has been planted as well. Our growers will be gearing up for soybeans here in the next week or so, and then cotton will soon follow. One of the things that our growers are facing now is the tremendous weed pressure that we have. Louisiana, honestly, is a tropical environment. We have numerous weed species that germinate throughout the fall and into the winter. It is a standard for our growers in the state who grow cotton, corn, grain, sorghum, soybeans to apply a burn down. It's typically a glyphosate product plus 2,4-D. Sometimes they add residual in. Applications go out 4 anywhere to 8 weeks before planting, and our growers really need that due to the biomass that is present there from these winter weed species. And these species range from curly dock all the way through ryegrass. It's a lot of the weeds that growers in the Midwest do face, but in our case it doesn't really get cold enough to stop them from growing. We at the Ag Center have done a great deal of research and documented the need and the possibility of fall burn downs, and that would be from a residual standpoint, controlling weeds and keeping the seed beds weed free throughout the winter. Now that does cause a problem with soil erosion, and we do recognize that. Therefore we have looked for alternatives that would leave, say, annual bluegrass to maintain soil integrity but would control a lot of the other weeds. Our philosophy in LSU, and I'm sure in other states, is to start clean. That is absolutely imperative that you start clean whenever you begin to plant, so you will not have early season weed competition. The facade of being able to plant ugly, as we call it, plant into growing weeds, and then come back and clean up with Roundup, in the past may have worked, but is no longer working because the weeds have adapted. There's species that are more tolerant to glyphosate, as well as the weed resistance that is taking over numerous states around Louisiana, and we do have some suspected glyphosate resistance in our state. I would encourage growers, whether it's been in Louisiana throughout the Midwest, to start clean, control winter weeds via burn down. As I said earlier, glyphosate and 2,4-D is the choice for us. If you have a horseweed or mare's tail, regardless of whether it's resistant or not, 8 ounces of dicamba or Clarity or Bamble product needs to be added because 2,4-D is not that good on mare's tail.
Thanks, Daniel.